My name is Adolfo Cueli. I am 41 years old. I live in Miami, Florida, and I'm a physician, training family medicine, working as a hospitalist at Broward General. Right after I hit 40, something changed. I don't know what it was. I hit like a wall, started gaining weight, my energy was horrible, even my sexual drive was horrible. So I had no idea what was going on. I tried different things, didn't work. I didn't have even the stimulation to exercise or anything. Yeah, I don't have kids yet. I want to have kids with my fiance. So I was at a birthday party, and I saw this guy playing with a little girl running around. And I said, well, 3 feet of that and I'll be puffing air out of everywhere. So I said, something's got to change, and I'm not going through a good path. This is unhealthy. So I decided to do something about it. Obviously, diet is, I think, is one of the main components. Lifestyle change, as far as exercising, choosing the right food. I mean, I'll be honest, I was a carbohydrate freak. As being Latin and have Italian blood, spaghetti and rice were my main courses. I don't miss it. Changing the diet, I last more between meals without being hungry than the way I was before. Before, I used to crash within 2 hours. My stomach I had a hole in there. So that part, the exercising part, I started working out since I was 15, and I thought I knew it all. No, that's not the case. And obviously, I had some hormone deficiency that had been replaced, tailored to me. Some people think, it's always steroids, it's always growth hormone. Not necessarily, not in my case. In my case, the approach was tailored towards what I needed or what my body needed. So 3 days after I left here, I started modifying everything just the very next day. And the change was amazing. I mean, I felt a little bit lighter, a little bit more, was thinking a little more clear. And as I addressed my deficiencies and started the workout, I would say within 2 weeks, I noticed about 40% difference. That's my personal experience. And right now, I feel incredible. It's just a night and day feeling. I feel right now the way I felt in my 30s. I love the ability you could detect a lot of unknown potential diseases, as they're doing with the heart prevention and cardiovascular prevention and cerebrovascular accident. So there's a lot to learn. I mean, this is a specialty on its own. It's a specialty on its own. There's no doubt about it. I saw my first patient, and I felt like a med student doing his very first clinical rotation ever in his life. So it's a very exciting field. In medicine right now, we're a little bit behind the 8 ball. I think that there are things that we could do more to improve the lifestyle of the patient and the health. You always look at exercise and lifestyle change as a one-sided modality, like, oh, you have to exercise and eat right. Yeah, but what's eating right? Nobody explains that. In med school, nobody explains that. Oh, proteins are good, carbohydrates okay, fats are bad. Like I said, I'm mesmerized with what we're doing here, so. how can I put it? It's night and day. Isn't that? I think the regular physical. I mean, you know, yes, you're fine now, but what's going on with your body? You know, you do blood work, the general blood work. Yes, you're fine now, but with elite health, you find stuff that haven't even come out. You know, one example. I mean, one of the greatest inflammatory factors are insulin level. I want to ask what physician checks insulin levels unless they're diabetic. Nobody. Nobody. And insulin level, it's even a big predictor of what's if you're gonna be prone to diabetes. No, even I would say even more than the hemoglobin A1C, because hemoglobin A1C is already there. You have the diabetes, but if you have a high insulin level, you're already resistant. Within 10, 20 years, I promise you're gonna develop diabetes. That's one of the many things. With the VO2, hey, they noticed on me a problem that I didn't know I had. And right now it's not a problem. Right now it's not a problem, but in the future it's gonna be a problem. So now we're doing something about it to prevent that from happening. And I'm very sure if we do the way it's supposed to be, most likely it would not. It's complete. It's a very complete program. So, I mean, there are some colleagues there that are doing some crazy stuff. Some of them, they're just addressing the testosterone. You're low on testosterone. That's what you hear on the radio all the time. They give testosterone. Probably they don't have a follow-up test in God knows how long. Now, you could hurt somebody with hormones, with anything that you give. What I like about this is it's complete. They do from a bone density scan to the VO2, which I think is the most crucial part of the evaluation. I mean, you could detect some potential lung problems or cardiovascular problems before even it started. And I said that my first day here was my first day of the rest of my life. I was going down a bad path. So the personalized treatment here is incredible. I mean, you get the time from the physician to the nutritionist, the exercise trainer, everything. It's just a very complete program. So, and the purpose of this, I see it as, improve people's life and future, not a fad, not trying to just make. I mean, looking better is always good plus. That's no doubt about it. But just helping people be healthier